is with us here on this Tuesday morning. It's full of servicemen and women. And thank you guys for all of your service and everything that you do. And they are here for a very special reason, and that has to do with the guest we're about to bring out right now. He is one of the biggest stars in the world, and he's here to talk about his new movie, Skyscraper. Dwayne Johnson, get on out here, my friend. Good to see you, man.
Oh, man.
Until I saw the movie. Duct tape.
Yes, duct tape.
Duct tape.
Got it. Duct tape fixes everything.
That's it.
Hello, servicemen and women.
You know, thank you for being here. Last week, you were in Hong Kong. You are the busiest man. You're all over the place. Whirlwind World Tour. I was curious, when you're in Hong Kong, it was like pandemonium over there. So do you find it hard to fit in?
It's not that I find it hard to fit in. It's I literally do not fit in. Literally. Yes, I literally do not. I mean, these are some of the pictures which you guys will see. Like I'm trying to walk down the streets, and I kind of stick out a little bit. I think it's the bag I'm carrying. I'm not quite too sure what it is, but yeah, I had a great time. You know, being over in Hong Kong, and we started our tour in Beijing, is really phenomenal, and the love was just incredible, and I'm always so grateful to go over there because it gets, you know, you kind of, it's always the great reminder when you could go to an event and people are going absolutely crazy and bananas.
Yeah.
Do you remember the last time you were anonymous?
I do. It was I think when I was about 20 to 23, honestly. Yeah, about that time. Yes, but it all goes out the window. But I always tell people, by the way, like what's the alternative to that is I go back to nobody knowing who I was or me getting evicted when I was 15. I couldn't afford to pay the rent, so you get no complaints out of me. It's fine. And plus, I stopped trying to fit in. Usually, when I used to try and fit in, I used to just wear like a goofy hat. And it was like, oh, there's The Rock with a stupid hat. I don't know why. Why are you?
I think if you wore that fanny pack.
You see, everything was good. Everything was good until you bring up the fanny pack. Okay, thank you. I embrace the fanny pack.
Well, you know what? We hear one thing I love about you. You embrace your characters, man. And we hear that for every movie, you wear a different scent for the character. So in Skyscraper,
I do.
What was the scent for Skyscraper?
Ambition was the scent, and yeah, woo for ambition. You know, I can't remember what it was. I got into this weird thing years ago where I think it was for my very first movie, Scorpion King, when I first broke into the business. And I had a cologne on, and I remember the movie, fortunately, did pretty good. And I was like, oh, well, I'm going to, you know how that silly thing happens to all of us. Superstitious, yes,
the
exactly.
athlete, everybody, yeah.
Exactly. So, yes, I can't remember what the name of it was. Probably Fanny Pack. That's what it was. It smells great.
Yeah. Should we see him in action? You guys ready?
Yeah.
Saving your family.
Okay, we're almost there.
You can do it. You can do it. Listen, you know, I can't hold it anymore. Yes. So, thank you for the applause. It's better than not applause. But that particular scene, so something special happened during that day. So on Skyscraper, I feel it was special for us for a lot of reasons. A week before shooting, I put a lot of time and research and effort into this role and this movie, looking for something to pull inspiration from. And a week before shooting, we find out that we're having our third baby girl. And yes, thank you. And And then, and that was for me, but for our writer-director, Rawson Thurber, who you guys will meet shortly, that particular scene where I'm holding up, yeah, that's... Yes, there she is. Well, Mama Lauren, she's doing great. I love you. I'll be home Wednesday night. And so this particular scene where I'm holding my family up, and the metaphor of that, what it actually means on screen, but the metaphor of that, holding them up as she's trying to cross the bridge, coming to me. During that scene, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. Our writer-director, Rawson Thurber, said, I'm so sorry, I have to step away. And he stepped away, and he FaceTimed his wife as she gave birth to a little girl. It was so beautiful. Yeah, yes.
And Ned Campbell's going to be on the show
Yes.
later in the week. You do so many great things, and one thing, another tradition, as also with the Cologne, is Make-A-Wish Kids.
Sure.
You spend an entire day when you're on set, and you do that for every movie. And your father inspired you to do that?
Well, yeah, you know, my dad, who was a former pro wrestler, and he wound up granting one of the first 10 wishes ever for Make-A-Wish. And it was in 1983. And I saw the impact when I was a kid of that. So Make-A-Wish is a very big part of my life. And so yes, so for every movie, there's generally a nice sized list of Make-A-Wish kids who want to meet me. And Skyscraper, we created this, and we're actually going to do it on Jungle Cruise too. This year, probably in about a month or so, where I turned the set almost into like Willy Wonka's chocolate factory. And we have all these great partners who come in, like a Microsoft and everybody who will come in, and they'll set up all these fun events and activities so the kids come to our set. And you know, we often forget how cool our job is. And when people come to sets, they're looking around, and these kids look around, and you know, we'll, for example, if one of the Make-A-Wishes, they want to ride in a Lamborghini, we'll call up our partners at Lamborghini, bring in Lamborghinis and ride. It is the best time. So, you know, again, we're in this position, and, you know, any opportunity we can to give back.
That's wonderful.
Dwayne Johnson, you got a lot of other big projects coming up. Looking forward to teaming up with Kevin Hart again, Jumanji.
Well, I mean, between us, George, you know, yeah, so we have Jumanji. Teaming up with Kevin again for Jumanji. We'll start shooting that as of now in January. I'm shooting Jungle Cruise now, based off the popular Disney ride. Yes, thank you. Very, very exciting. My beautiful co-star is the lovely and talented Emily Blunt, who has Mary Poppins coming out this Christmas. And we're also doing the Fast and Furious spin-off. Yes. It's gonna be based off my character and Jason Statham's character, and we just our main villain will now be Idris Elba.
No, play the villain.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
So you have a lot to do before you run for president.
Before I run for president, I do have a lot to do before we sit down and we have our big POTUS interview.
Okay, great.
But when you run for, you know, you're going to run for president. We talked about that, right? But so your mom's here. I love Mama. You know, Mom is such a sweetheart.
Hey, there she is. Hey, Mom. She's right there.
But when you were growing up, your parents called you Dewey.
Yes.
And you had a lot of nicknames.
Why'd you call him Dewey? What was behind that?
Dewey.
Yes.
Yeah. It started out as dewdrops, and then
Oh God.
when he was a pebble, he was dewdrops, and then from there it was doo doo, and then doo dee, and then Dewey.
So what do your kids call you?
I make them call me sir. No, I mean, they call me dad and daddy, and you know, it's the best. We have his 16-year-old daughter, Simone. Let's see, a 2.5-year-old Jazzy, and a 4-month-old, almost 4, baby Tia, yes.
Wow.
Yes.
But, you know,
thank you. I'm surrounded by women.
But Simone's 16. She's accomplished a lot herself, but you think she'll follow in your footsteps?
Well, yes. Well, here's the crazy thing about my daughter Simone is she's so smart. We're all so proud of her. She's going into her senior year. She signed with IMG as a model. There she is right there. She was a Golden Globes ambassador, was named at Golden Globes. Simone is working so hard, and her work has already started. She wants to be a WWE wrestler.
No. How does Daddy feel about that?
Yes. You know what? Look, I love that idea, and I think, you know, that's what we had this big conversation. She came with me to Hong Kong and Beijing, and I said, honey, whatever your passion is, I support that. And wrestling was good to me. I started my career in Madison Square Garden, so yeah, bring it on. She's going to be a champ.
All right.
Well, she's got the best teacher you can have.
Grandma's okay with that too? You okay with that, Grandma?
Grandma, you okay with that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
She will lay the smack down. Yes.
We're just getting started with Dewdrop. Skyscraper is in theaters this Friday.
Well, hey there, GMA fans. Robin Roberts here. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Lots of great stuff here. So go on, click the subscribe button right over here to get more of awesome videos and content from GMA every day, anytime. We thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the morning on GMA.